Good thing snow's so soft. We could do this 100 times.
No, let's not.
You sure you don't want to go again?
No, thank you! Do you think everybody else made it?
I don't think the snow monster got him.
They probably went back to the palace.
Makes sense. For us, too. We still need to talk to Elsa.
Second time's the charm.
Yeah, back to the Ice Palace.
You know what, I would say that it's kind of terrible that the game even has to lampshade how often we're just doing repetitive shit. But I mean, come on, even Sora's fucking sick of all this fucking boring, tedious, oh no, gotta keep him away from the plot stuff going on. I do my usual greetings, I'm Solidus-Skully, but you know who I am, you know why this level is shit. What more do I really have to say? Now, as it turns out, I have to say more than a few things, like reminding you that the Blizzard slide is a mechanic in this game, and we haven't really seen that a lot, mainly because I haven't been using Blizzard as much as I otherwise should be, but yeah, you can create like a little grind rail that you can slide across, which again is great, and we will be getting great usage out of that for you know, a certain level later down the track, so you know, never you mind. But apart from anything else, so go back up the mountain, and I have some good and bad news. The good news is, we're finishing this world tonight, baby. At long last. The bad news is that we still have more of this level to go. Oh dear, we are in trouble, aren't we? Oh, auntie. But yeah, all that aside, we do have a few cutscenes here and there to sort of lighten our load, so I guess I can talk about relevant things happening on screen. It's just also a matter of whether or not they're interesting, and, you know, whether or not I can be asked to stand this level any longer.
Back off.
Kaboom. Yes, take that, rock. Mountainous formation. Stop wasting time. End already. End my suffering. We've already got like 30 minutes of this shit. And yeah, that's another example of what Sora's little, you know, skydiving thingamajigs is meant to do. You think this thing being made of ice, you could just take it out no problem, but no, you need to head back up the mountain when she comes. Go on up the mountain when she comes and take a dive off. And then you pretty much get the goodies inside. You pretty much have a pretty good lock-on target for it, so again, you shouldn't really need to worry. There are more than a few of those dotted throughout the different worlds here and there, so, yes indeedy. It'll be your reward to take these things on and continue to waste fucking time! God, I really should have coordinated what the fuck I'm doing in terms of recording, but I don't know, when you're playing video games, aka the fun part of this whole schmeal, you don't really tend to think about, you know, what you do commentary-wise, rather than what's fun to you playing-wise. Yeah. But either way, though, we're fighting more ninjas and just sort of taking care of business. Eat fireworks, motherfuckers. And this is yet another open field of snow where shit's about to happen, but thankfully there's a cutscene to save my breath and waste some more time, so squaddle-la.
Hey, that's Elsa. But who's that guy?
It could be somebody from Arendelle who came up here to help her.
Don't think so. That doesn't look like help to me.
Oh no!
Darkness?
Let's move!
Yeah, by the way, that was actually meant to be, Hans, I think. You know, the main bad guy of the movie. Hasn't even showed up until this point, and doesn't even have a voice line. You might be thinking we get into a boss fight with him, and in a technical sense we do, but, yeah. For people wanting just to have some interaction with a Frozen movie antagonist, well, no, you don't really get any of that. So yeah, I really don't have much to say. I mean, if you wanted to see the man who's meant to be referencing Hans Christian Andersen get his name dragged through the snow, then acquiesced, I suppose, but... Yeah, putting all that aside though, you know what, I'm not gonna shit-talk the boss fight of this level, because I mean, it is pretty fucking cool, as you will be seeing, but... Yeah, it's just getting to that point, which is a little bit shit, and unfortunately doesn't really make up for a lot of the tedium that you're seeing right here. We... diving down, committing suicide off Mount Everest. You know, it's a good thing that Sora doesn't really have to pay attention to a lot of other mountain climbing shit, like altitude sickness, or, you know, the lack of oxygen that's up there, or, you know, frostbite, hypothermia, any of that good shit. I mean, he is an island boy, and he is basically wearing, like, you know, summer wear, so... Not to mention, he's also complaining about a jacket, so, I mean, he is affected by the cold, so... Yeah. I mean, he is running around a lot, so, I mean, he is technically keeping, warm that way, but, I mean, not that it really matters much, since he's probably going to be losing his, you know, his fingers, his toes, head, and his dick to, you know, permafrost and all that kind of stuff, so really, I have no idea what else to say. Oh, my favorite deputy in its most useless hammering function. But yeah, I'd say at this stage you've pretty much seen all the Keyblade transformations in terms of what sort of styles I have, so, yeah, nothing else, really to say. Come on, your spinny dress will not make you pretty forever, heartless person. Oh look, and there's a nobody. A regular dusk. Anyway, cutscene go now, as I body Christopher Lee with my voice.
Him again? Hey! You better not have hurt our friends! Huh? What? Hey! Wait up! Are you looking for Elsa too? Whoa! Easy! Do you want to save her from the bad guy? We're on the same side.
Elsa. I guess all he ever wanted to do was keep Elsa safe.
Hey, we should team up, big guy.
Team up!
Come on, we want to help her too. Why not? So, what do you say?
Sora!
One great thing about Sora, he can always make friends with anybody.
Yippee!
Donald, Goofy, come on.
Wait for us!
So, that's how Snowfucker becomes our companion. I'm gonna repeat it here again, if only it was Kimari. But then again, like all the moves that Snowfucker used in his boss fight, you pretty much get to use yourself, you know, when you get his eventual team-up attack, so... Again, not too bad, but, you know, I mean, in terms of, like, having a hulking bruiser on your side, but... Yeah, this is just me with my grouchy fanboy pants on, just going... Should have been Kimari, really. Anyway, you do also get to use the wrist dodge attack with, you know, these little minotaurs right here as well, so... You know, that's pretty cool as well. You basically get to use, like, the little jump over and strike rate attack. Which I guess, unless I'm mistaken at this point, I don't think you actually get strike rate at all in this game, which makes me sad. Strike rate was by far one of the most useful abilities of Kingdom Hearts 1, and I am one for the Brotherhood of Strike Rate. May it smite our enemies and provide us with invincibility frames. But whatever, anyway, this is how he transformed into giant what's-his-face. He turns into his, like, spiky business, and then his final attack pretty much spins your partner round and round, spikes everybody to the ground. Yeah, I didn't really give it a good showing there, but you will be seeing it a little bit later against some other enemies, so stay tuned for the madness. Stop wasting time. You could be going right now, my friend, but instead you choose to explore, Mr. Anderson. I wonder, what's gonna happen first? Tetsuya Nomura's retirement, the end of the series, or the eventual point where Disney buys out Warner Brothers and then we eventually have a Matrix World in Kingdom Hearts? I wonder, dear boy. I wonder. The nobodies. Sora, Donald, Goofy, take them down. I have nothing else to bring up. By the way, did you know that the term for trying to come up with commentary when you have nothing more to say is called filibuster? I learned that recently. And, well, now I know a political term for mealy-mouthed people that say a lot but end up saying nothing. If only I truly knew the art of filibuster, then maybe things could have been different for me. Instead of Solidus-Skully, the YouTube drunken rambly man, instead I could have been Prime Minister Solidus-Skully, the drunken political leader that likely would have led the nation to stagnation, and or possibly just said, fuck it everybody, let's have one rockin' party. Oh yes, if I threw cocaine bashes with everybody, my approval rating would triple, the party and nation would be great, and who knows, maybe things would be better off than they are now. Treasure chests, what's the spoils of war? Oh, it's another gummy foam minigame. You know what, I will admit, like, I mean, whenever I see those big treasure chests and, you know, having the whole gummy phone games be, you know, a part of that, you know, rather than the QR codes that are like, kind of implied would be the main way you'd be getting them, I don't know, it's a bit disappointing, really. I would have thought that, like, you know, the big treasure chest would have given you something more, so you see them and think, oh boy, I can't wait to see what tasty treat I get this time, and then it's just like, oh, it's a map, oh, it's a gummy phone game. I'm sad now. It's kind of like opening a booster pack of cards. You think you're gonna get Ball Shock Dragon, but instead you end up getting something as worthless as, I don't know, fucking Explosive Dude Joe. Duel Masters jokes! Because that was the card game I grew up with. Incidentally though, kinda... You know, to not go already too far off the topic of card games, my best card in Duel Masters was, yeah, Aqua Sniper. Yeah, unfortunately, this was back in the days when I was young and didn't really have a lot of money, so I pretty much had to make do with the cards I had. Not that a lot of people played Duel Masters anyway, but I mean, I would have killed to have gotten a card like, you know, Deathliger, Lion of Chaos, Ball Shock Dragon, or, yeah, even, you know, Hanusa Radiance Elemental. But in any case, though, that's just my card-playing days gone by. In any case, though, now that we're done exploring and I can finally get off irrelevant tangents, now we finally move on to the final area, which is basically going to be a case of, well, gusty winds abound, dude. Oh, that is after we finish dealing with some Minotaurs. There we go. Spin your goofy round and round. Man, even my commentary is getting fucking repetitive at the stage. But then again, I think you already know the reason why. Yeah, but I mean, in terms of my favorite deputy is a Keyblade, just to sort of round it up, really. First transformation, again, it does pack a wallop, it leaves you prone. The Shovel Claw's ability that you get in its second transformation is pretty useful, but, you know, I recommend at least saving up some of the, you know, Keyblade form changes until it reaches level 3 and then switching to it, so that you can then get the next level of Keyblade transformation that you specifically want. And, well yeah, pretty much putting all that aside, that's, yeah, pretty useful Keyblade. Not my favorite in the game in terms of some of the unlockable ones, but, yeah, overall, not too bad. In terms of what I think is the best Keyblade in Kingdom Hearts 3, well, the best is yet to come. And we will be seeing a few more good ones as we go on with the next world and the world after that, so, yeah. I mean, again, if I can say anything, like, I mean, the selection of Keyblades you get in Kingdom Hearts 3 are pretty solid stuff. It's, just that some tend to be a little bit more useful than others in terms of, Then again, I guess it's also fitting of your playstyle, like if you want to play like a heavy tanker or if you want to play, you know, quick and easy and having a sneezy. Whatever. Cutscene go now.
Stop it! Put me down!
That's Kristoff. do me a favor and wait here. If you come along, Kristoff might freak out.
No, Sven, we're not going back. She's with her true love.
Kristoff!
Sora.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm glad you guys are safe.
Ow!
Where'd Anna go?
She's back at home.
Huh? Something happened?
Anna was struck in the heart by Elsa's ice magic. If the ice isn't removed, she'll freeze forever. Only an act of true love can thaw a frozen heart. So I took her back to Arendelle and her true love, Hans.
But what about you?
What about me?
I sorta assumed you guys were...
No! I just keep her from getting lost.
Really? Oh, but you seem so...
Perfect together.
Yeah, like me and Daisy.
What? Anna!
Elsa.
Is that where Elsa is? Elsa and Anna might both need our help. Let's go!
Yeah, I honestly have no idea what the fuck is going on here to cause this snowstorm. I'm guessing like, in the movie timeline, Hans is basically being like an evil digger's like, Elsa, marry me because I've got sideburns and I'm a man and fuck you and your sister. And then she's like, oh no, I couldn't possibly marry you, feminism, bitch. And then basically it's like, Anna's like, oh no, save my sister, and then I get frozen, then I get unfrozen, and then end of the movie. An act of familial love, which was novel at the time, but slightly less novel now, as people don't really know what the hell they're doing, or why they're writing it, or... changes in trends, really. I mean, it does happen, but I mean, again, even good works of fiction can often end up inspiring, you know, shitty people that completely misunderstand what's going on, or not even understand why things work to begin with. They just copy because it's popular. But then again, that's the sort of thing that kind of happens with, like, a lot of, like, famous movies from, way back when in the day. Like, I mean, again, you'll notice that a lot of the success stories of, you know, something like, Jaws, the original Halloween, or anything like that, or even Nightmare on Elm Street, really. I mean, to use a few horror examples here and there. You know, you'd notice that a lot of them usually started off as very low-budget movies, but then by the time, you know, the whole blockbuster concept was a proven formula, you know, then all of a sudden everybody was trying to make it as a higher budgeted sort of thing, which sometimes works when you have a creative vision, other times it sort of doesn't. See Heaven's Gate for that particular crash course. And I mean, really, it's, yeah, I mean, it's just something that goes on. There's an idea that nobody believes in that suddenly works, and then everyone wants a piece of the pie. But yeah, we pretty much reached the end of this blowhard sugar-me-doo, and just stay behind Snowfucker, and he'll pretty much lead us into the next cutscene, and then the boss fight.
Okay, guys. The storm's died down.
Gorge! I hope Anna and Elsa are okay.
Hurry!
Kristoff?
Anna!
Elsa.
Elsa! Anna!
No!
What?
Do you really think this will help Anna?
I don't know. But we better try something.
Let's get it!
So I guess now we're technically fighting Hans's Heartless? I guess? Anyway, this is Skol. Also the name of a brand of alcohol, I believe, but yeah, basically a giant wolf that's pretty much there to wreck your shit, and will more or less be there to just sort of give you the business. This is a pretty epic boss fight, not just for, you know, the whole arena while time is frozen, but, yeah, in terms of the amount of attacks you get. Here where we really get to sort of use a Snowfucker to his maximum abilities in terms of the damage he can cause, but in turn, because a lot of what Skol's attacks also have to do with us is, well, very powerful and very cinematic. So again, it's a nice balance between, you know, having a bit of a challenging boss fight, but also, you know, giving us plenty of opportunities to kick his ass, he'll kick our ass, and, you know, he'll even give us a few, you know, darkness-based attacks that just really, well, drive home how powerful of a Heartless he is. I mean, we didn't get much in terms of character, but he himself is quite good. So yeah, he's pretty much sending the moon crashing down upon us with all these death spirits. Pants to be darkened, in more ways than one, and yeah, you do have a time limit. I've never let it run out, so again, I don't know if this is like a one-hit kill kind of thing, or it just does a fuckload of damage. I'm gonna assume it might end up doing a Namik kind of thing, but either way, you can counteract it with this, and it is sick as hell.
You got this! Come on! You're out of here!
See? Look at that shit, and people dare not to call Sora a Keyblade Master. Well, don't worry. I mean, he will get his masterhood in some shape or form, just not the way that you might think. But yeah, this is sick as hell, and honestly, I'm not gonna... Again, it doesn't make up for the majority of shit-tasticness that this world has to offer, but at the same time, though, it sticks to landing in terms of a boss fight, so, you know what? It's an okay-ish make-up present, but unfortunately the journey getting there was just, well, a bit crap, really. But yeah, aside from that, I have no real complaints. It's a sick-as-hell boss fight, and, well, it's, enjoyable. But yeah, I mean, as with anything else, though, as you've seen, you know, right before, again, they're pretty much sentencing us to this arena to, well, pretty much give us an excuse for a boss fight, which is good, but at the same time, though, it's also just a matter of keeping us far away from the frozen plot so that it can play out. And I mean, even in that case, like, I mean, again, the creators didn't want us to spoil, you know, to get spoiled in case we wanted to see the movie for ourselves. But at the same time, they also show us a variant of the ending of Frozen, which also, well, I mean, again, it doesn't include Sora, Donald, and Goofy, but is basically the ending of the Frozen movie, sort of. I don't really know what people's fucking damage was when they were creating this level. I'd say that they probably shouldn't have adapted it, but I mean, well, we would have lost out in this boss fight, but whatever. I guess if there's anything else you can take from this, you know, this whole Frozen Land extravaganza from my gradually dwindling sanity is that, well, it's very much the embodiment of let's get it out of the way. Yeah, that's all I'm really gonna say on it for now. We'll spray water at you. Lightning. Not that that's really going to do much of anything against, you know, a giant fuck-off moon with a whole bunch of spirits raining down. This section actually does kind of remind me of another boss fight that I'm trying to rack my brains of remembering what it was. I want to say Devil May Cry 3, like during the possessed Arkham boss fight where he gets Sparda's sword and then turns into this gelatinous creature. You know, because I guess Sparda's sword's power doesn't really resonate with people that aren't of his bloodline, but yeah, like all like the weird fish people sort of attacking the yours. Yeah, whatever. Basically, I guess that's the closest thing I can really remember. It might have been another boss fight though, but waste. I mean, honestly, this is far better than that Arkham boss fight ever was, and sure, I made a lot of people who like Devil May Cry 3 angry, but then again, waste. We'll use Ragnarok, you know, signifying the end of your Norse mythology, against Skol. How fitting. Actually, no, we concluded with King of Hearts. There we go, Sora, good boy. Anyway, I am Solidus-Skully, keep it new metal, and enjoy the ending cutscene that keeps Sora and gang far away.
So love has filled both their hearts with light.
Larxene!
Two in one world. Definitely didn't see that coming.
First Marluxia, now you! What is this all about?
Oh, I see. So you bumped into Marluxia. Then why am I explaining this again? I told you before. The new 7 hearts. If you mess up and don't find your 7 guardians of light, we're gonna need another group to fall back on.
Leave innocent people out of it!
Oh, look at this tough guy, such a big boy now. Well, maybe you should do your job and find the other guardians of light.
Please, like you found your 13. The king said you're one Seeker of Darkness short.
Oh no, we're set.
Huh? They have all 13? Then, if we don't find our 7, they'll go after Elsa and Anna.
It'll be okay. They're strong.
And now, it's your turn.
You're right. They have each other.
Anna. Oh, Elsa. You sacrificed yourself for me? I love you.
An act of true love will thaw a frozen heart.
Love will thaw Love. Elsa? Of course. Love.
Fuck this world and all who sail betwixt her.